Remembering Chuck Mangione, jazz legend and feels so good icon. Chuck Mangione, the jazz flugelhorn player whose warm tones graced the pop charts, has passed away. But here's where it gets interesting. His music and unique style left an indelible mark on American culture that extends far beyond the jazz world. Mangione, who was 84, died peacefully in his sleep at his home in Rochester, New York. His smooth jazz hits dominated the Billboard adult contemporary charts during the 1970s and 80s, earning him 2 Grammy Awards and an Emmy, and even a recurring role as himself on the animated series King of the Hill. Mangione's distinctive look, complete with a beard, long hair, and a signature brown felt fedora, made him a memorable figure. His instrument of choice was the flugelhorn, a larger and mellower cousin to the trumpet. Mangione's compositions blended pop and electric elements with the rich, warm tones of the flugelhorn and catchy melodies. One of his most popular tracks, Feels So Good, from the double platinum album of the same name, reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 and topped the adult contemporary chart in 1978. Born on November 29th, 1940 in Rochester, Mangione stayed in his hometown throughout his life. His parents owned a grocery store, and he started music lessons in elementary school, choosing the trumpet after watching the film Young Man with a Horn, starring Kirk Douglas. In high school, he formed a jazz band with his brother, Gaspar, nicknamed Gap, and they even jammed with jazz legends like Miles Davis and Dizzy Gillespie at the Ridge Crest Inn outside the city. Gillespie became Mangione's musical mentor and gifted him a trumpet when he was just 15. Mangione's journey in music took a significant turn when he enrolled at the Eastman School of Music, where he picked up the flugelhorn. He initially honed his skills on the trumpet, performing with Art Blakey's Jazz Messengers, a band that also featured Keith Jarrett and Chick Corea. By the early 1970s, Mangione had launched his solo career. His album Friends in Love, recorded with the Rochester Philharmonic, was initially released privately before Mercury Records signed him, leading to his first of 14 Grammy nominations for the track Hill Where the Lord Hides. In 1973, Mangione's live album Land of Make-Believe, featuring vocals by Esther Satterfield, gained widespread airplay on alternative FM stations. A&M Records, Herb Alpert's label, then signed him, propelling his career further with hits like Chase the Clouds Away and Feel So Good. He won 2 Grammy Awards in the 70s for Bellavia and the title track to the film Children of Sanchez. Mangione also composed music for the 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal and the 1980 Winter Olympics in Lake Placid, earning an Emmy for his piece Give It All You Got, which he performed at the latter closing ceremony. Throughout his career, Mangione toured extensively, performed with symphony orchestras, and appeared on television. He was deeply committed to music education, creating and teaching at Eastman's jazz program. Mangione also played with high school bands and invited young musicians to join him on stage during his children's concerts. In his later years, he gained new fans when he voiced a comic version of himself on King of the Hill, promoting the department store Megalomart. And this is the part most people miss. Mangione's signature brown felt hat is now part of the Smithsonian National Museum of American History, along with the score to Feel So Good and a collection of photographs and albums he donated to the institution in 2009. Chuck Mangione's legacy is a testament to his enduring influence on music, and his dedication to sharing his passion with audiences of all ages. What do you think made Mangione's music so appealing to a wide audience? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Chuck Mangione, dead at 84. Feels So Good jazz legend passes away. Music news. The world of jazz has lost a titan whose melodies transcended generations. Chuck Mangione, the Grammy-winning artist behind the iconic track Feels So Good, passed away at the age of 84 in his Rochester, New York home. But here's where it gets controversial. While his music remains a cornerstone of smooth jazz, his legacy is also intertwined with unexpected realms, from Olympic anthems to animated sitcoms. How does one artist bridge such diverse worlds? Let's take a closer look. Mangione's death, confirmed by his attorney Peter S. Maturin, marks the end of a career that spanned decades and defied easy categorization. Known for his flugelhorn and trumpet virtuosity, he carved a niche in jazz that resonated globally. His 1977 hit Feels So Good wasn't just a chart-topping success. Peaking at number 4 on Billboard and number 1 on Adult Contemporary, it became a cultural touchstone. Critics often compare its ubiquity to the Beatles' Michelle, a testament to its enduring catchiness. Yet this is the part most people miss. Mangione's success wasn't just about the song itself. In a 2008 interview, he revealed how the track amplified his already loyal fan base, turning his tours into must-see events. That song elevated everything, he said. It took us to a whole new level. But Mangione wasn't content with a single victory lap. He followed up with Give It All You Got, composed for the 1980 Winter Olympics, and performed it at the closing ceremony. A moment that blended athletic triumph with musical artistry. His versatility extended beyond jazz. He lent his voice to the iconic animated sitcom King of a Hill, playing a commercial spokesperson for Megalomart, where shopping feels so good. This crossover into comedy sparked debates among purists. Could a jazz legend truly thrive in a sitcom, or did it dilute his artistic credibility? Mangione's roots, however, were firmly planted in bebop. A protege of jazz great Dizzy Gillespie, he began his career with Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, later earning a Grammy for his album Bella Via, a tribute to his mother. His academic journey at the Eastman School of Music further shaped his discipline, and he eventually returned there as a director of the jazz ensemble. Yet his most enduring gift to the world wasn't just his music. In 2009, he donated his Grammy-winning score, signature brown felt hat, and decades of memorabilia to the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History. A fitting legacy for a man who believed in sharing jazz's soul. And here's a twist. Mangione's family ties to jazz run deep. His brother, Gap Mangione, a renowned pianist, collaborated with him in the Jazz Brothers, blending their talents to keep the genre alive. But perhaps the most polarizing question is this. Was Mangione's mainstream success a blessing or a betrayal for jazz? Some argue that hits like Feel So Good pulled the genre to new audiences, while others lament the shift toward commercialism. Where do you stand? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think his legacy is best defined by his music, his voice acting, or something else entirely?